Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Um, I, um, I am sorry for not, um, uploading videos for a bit. It's just life. Life sucks. Okay. Anyways, I also wanted to make, like, a short game, but that's also taking longer, but at least that short game is gonna be done soon. I'm not talking about rotting in the code. It's a different game. I don't remember if I said it on the YouTube channel or not. I know I posted, like, a clip of it onto the Discord. Um, um, hmm. But yeah, I just wanted to get back into making videos because I kind of need to do that if I ever want to be successful. Anyways, today I will be playing a game called Winterzorn. I think that's how it's said. All right, there we go. Okay, there we go. Language. Huh. Only two languages. Either of them are Spanish. That's I suppose that's not unusual with how many indie games there are now. Why did I care about there being Spanish? I don't know. Anyways, I don't even know Spanish. You stand at the edge of a cliff staring into the frozen white void. You stand Oh. I'm a fucking idiot. Your eyelids are crusted with ice. The path that was supposed to lead you to your destination is buried under heaps of snow. If we're at the edge of the cliff, of a cliff, where where would the path lead in the first place? It doesn't make sense. Have I gotten lost? You look for your fellow travelers, but you cannot see them in the snowstorm. Where have they gone? Okay. Point and click. Not not or yeah, point and click. What's this? What is this? Not interactable. Okay. Probably just some dead wood. Wait. Can I just... Huh. Oh, there they are. Are they frozen? No. Zira, by the gods, we thought we'd lost you. Bye. Baher is still full of strength despite his age. His grim... God, these are hard to read. His grim, leathery face usually shows no emotion. But you can clearly see his deep concern in his Sayon. Someone's gonna be offended if they have any of these names and watch this video. Or they're just gonna be angry. I really hope it's not the Irish Sean situation where it's like spelt in a certain way. Come on, Sayon. Can't go on any longer. Rush to their aid. Hare's grandson, Sayon, is about to collapse. He is 14 years old, fallenly on the cusp between child and man. But the cough that struck him 2 weeks ago never left and snapped his youthful strength. Sayon hardly ate, woke up in a cold sweat at night, and the pain in his chest became unbearable. The old... Okay, I cannot... Oh, folks. Okay. There's no spacing in between the letters in most parts. It's... I'm getting mad at... I'm probably getting mad at that for... It's like a little thing, but like... Ugh. The old folks in the village weren't at a loss or simply told him to surrender to his fate in hopes for improvement. When Sayon's bad of blood, even his grandfather could no longer ignore his illness. Sayon needed help and he needed it fast. So Bahar asked you for help. God damn it. Because you know the way to the hut where a healer lives, away from the hustle and bustle of the village. And although the snowstorm would not abate, I am not familiar with that word. I really need to learn. I really need to actually read the books in English class instead of just guessing half the information. You get off because time was short. We have to rest. Sayon is trembling so badly he can barely stand on his feet. Have you found the way? I have not found it yet. Unfortunately. But even the elders have never experienced such a harsh winter, and everything looks so difficult. I do need to read more. I need to read more in general. But even the elders have never experienced such a harsh winter, and everything looks so different when covered in snow. We have to get out of the storm and make a fire. Shelter is not far away. Go ahead, we'll follow as fast as we can. Come on, Sam. Pull yourself together. My feet. The crevice. I should not have chose a word game. Well, not a word game. I should not have chose a reading game. The crevice that promises some protection from that. Oh no, it is crevice. The crevice that promises some protection from the icy wind is close by at the foot of the mountain. But where is the descent? You set off on your search. Alright. So, honestly, this reminds me of the Oregon Trail game. Somewhat. I personally have not played it much, but it reminds me of it from what little I know about it. Like, I think this is a horror game, but I could be mistaken. I could be mistaken if this isn't not a horror game. Oh, there's the campsite at last. Examine the fire pit first. A torn blanket and some wood by the fireplace. Someone must have been here recently. This time luck is on our side. You see, Sam, we've made it. There's some firewood here too. Thank the gods, quick, make us a fire. Alright. Oh, it glows blue. Come on, boy, warm up your... It takes the shivering boy a while to take off his stiff boots. His toes are black with frost. Oh. From the heat of the flames... From the heat of the flames reaches his... When the heat of the flames reaches his feet, you hear Zayon exhale with relief. There you go, my boy. Silence. For a while, the attention is focused solely on the crackling and flickering flames of the fire. The hare looks at you. You said it would take us 3 hours to get here. Now we've been on the road all damn. Sorry. I'm sorry, man. I started in the middle of this story and all I know is a snowstorm's hitting. I don't know much of what's going on. Don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming you. Even I've never seen this snowstorm like this in all my years. You've got guts for offering yourself as a guy. But I put us in danger. You certainly didn't shit yourself like the coward I thought. Sure, you certainly didn't hit yourself like the cowards I thought were meant. I don't get it. But okay. You did the right thing, no doubt about it. But how further is it? Worried about the boy. We're more than halfway there. Eh. Bear grumbles in agreement. We'll rest here overnight and continue our march tomorrow. Silence. Cyan has fallen asleep. Ihar sits and I genuinely I cannot read that word. Your exhaustion is now making itself felt. Just as your eyes are about to close, Ihar whispers, the boy is holding up. I'm gonna need a second, this is a lot of reading. Need some water. Okay, I'm back. I think I already. This healer will help him, won't he? Eligan is his name? Eligan? 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 I think it's Eligan. Since you've been old enough, made your way every 6 months. You supply him with the few things that the forest cannot provide. Salt, linen, sulfur, oil. You don't know whether Eligan will be able to save Cyan, but he never turned away those who asked help. You can make his suffering more, less bad, not more bad, Jesus. Say the right things. Do not say that they can suffer more. He can certainly help. Yeah, he could probably help make the suffering less bad, not more bad. What is my brain on? I hope the boy pulls through. If only I known the cough would affect the guy so much. I really wouldn't have hesitated so long until... a ghost. What the fuck? Cyan looks into the... Is that a shadow? Oh, the shadow is moving. Okay. Hopefully that's just the wind doing that. Cyan looks into the white veil of the snow with wide eyes. It seems like he's looking directly at someone. What the hell are you talking about? He is watching us. A silhouette in the fog. Only to be seen and already gone. It must be the damn fever, Seon. Seon does not avert his gaze. No, not even when Behar shakes him. I do not know how to pronounce Behar or whatever. Actually, hold on.
Bahar.
Oh, Bahar. Come on, pull yourself together. There's nothing there. Always these spook stories. I've seen something. Come on, don't you start like that either. Since he's been ill, the boy keeps talking about those ghost or spirits or whatever. I can't have that now. We need to rest. Listen, Sam. You especially. Island. You're staring into the diminishing flame. The fire will soon go out. And that too. We won't get through the night without a fire, and it's already getting dark. And I'm going to collect wood. No, I'm going. You stay with the boy. I think I'll find a few dry branches back there in the... I'll be right back. He's dead. He's dying. He's dead. He's dead. Seon wakes up and sits up with great effort. You saw him too, didn't you? I don't know exactly. Something was there. You could feel it, couldn't you? He looked right into me. A gaze of frost and at the same time. Strangely enough, I could feel the... Oh, there's some strength left. Strangely enough, you can feel exactly what he means. Seon looks around tiredly. Where's grandfather? He's collecting some firewood. He must be back soon. They wait in silence, but Bahar doesn't return. You realize that Seon has something to do. You realize that Seon has something to say and look at him. I can feel them, the spirits. But grandfather doesn't... Okay, trying to pronounce these names and remind myself has fucked up my reading. Okay, I can continue reading now. But grandfather doesn't want to know anything about it. He doesn't believe me and says that I'm embarrassing myself in the village. Nonsense. Do you believe me? He nods. It seems most people are afraid to talk about the spirits. What about you? You think, listen deep inside yourself. It's an old custom to tell myths about ghosts and demons. You should respect them. avoid them, and only sometimes pray for their help. But which of the many rituals are based on faith are just tradition? You can't answer for yourself either. Although, sometimes you feel something when you are alone, quietly, as if someone is walking along a path. But you never heard. I was not ready to continue eating, god damn it. But you've never had an appreciation like this, an apparition like this in the white mist of the storm. And then you remember the story that on freezing cold days, the border between the worlds of humans and spirits is said to be particularly thin. But before you are sure of your answer, another thought catches up with you. Bahar, still not back. What are we going to do? Something must have happened, but you don't want to say that out loud. All that is left of the fire is a smoldering glow. I'll collect wood myself. I'm coming with you. You can hardly stand up. Better make sure the embers do not extinguish. You can make out Bahar's footprints in the snow. You squint your eyes to see them better. They just end? Oh no. Okay, they were still somewhat covered up for some reason. Wonder if his footprints will just disappear. Also, you could break off, like, parts of these, probably. Even if they're not dry, it's still better than nothing. The tracks in the snow end, but Bahar is nowhere to be seen. Look around. You look around, a glove in the snow. Jesus! Oh god, that actually got me. Suddenly, a startled crow paws out, and its annoyance. Bahar must have been here, but where is he? He has been devoured by the... Has he been devoured by the snowstorm? The crow would... Fuck. This game is... I mean, it's good, but, like, come on, that was a bit of a cheap jump scare. But it makes sense. That's something that could happen, and it's like... Ugh. A shudder gripes you. Grips you. Blech. Gripes? Apes. Gripes. I don't know. It doesn't help to wait. You need firewood. Alright? Oh. Well, at least we can get food. And they are being pulled off of these things. Right. This enough, or okay. Should probably grab that. That's all you can carry, but that should be enough. You make your way back. Oh. Oh. When you return, the fire has died out. But then you can hardly believe your eyes. Bahar sitting next to Theon. They both remain still, and neither of them seems to notice you. Bahar. I was afraid. Where were you? I was looking. You notice that apart from your own, there are no other footprints leading to the camp. You must have been back for a while. I thought you wouldn't find your way back to us. Bahar looks up, almost amused. Storm can't harm you. I collected wood and timber. We don't need that. What do you mean? We'll freeze to death without a fire. I don't mind the... But what about Seon? Seon lies huddled up very... he shows almost no reaction. The only steam from his quiet... Only the steam from his quiet little breath tells you that he is still alive. You look up by Bahar in disbelief and hurry start the fire. Stop. Bahar, what is... Bahar is gone. Skinwalker. His voice is suddenly unrecognizable. It sounds like the crunching of old ice. The wind suddenly quietened, and in the ensuing silence materializing. Well, I'm not able to find it here. God damn. Well, I'm gonna butcher this, I guess. Harachan. I'm impressed. Seemed that is rare. The vast majority of people are blind in my form and recognize even when I drag them into. Flicks is great. Captain. Well, I guess you are aware of my intention. Come on, speak. Earl. What do you know about me? Death. Ah, yes, that's the way. My favorite game is to drive winter across of the was harshness. And do you know why? To separate the fast on the frozen? He nods with satisfaction. That's right. I feed on the souls of those who perish in the cross. The weak, the careless, even the food well enough prepared for my ice. I cling to their bodies, break them down with my frost, them from the earth. Is that not an honorable task? I have. I need more. I need more Bill Cipher. I need more Illuminati. So I'm going. Then why do you deceive people to lead them astray with and out in the cold? It seems you're wiser than you look, human. I'll I'll put you to the test. He savors the break with relish. And this time I'll let you. His throat goes dry. Now tell me, girl, despite your courage, are you able to face this? Yeah, I'm just gonna face it. So it'd be use my victory. I could do the funniest thing. I could do the funniest thing. Nah, Bahar would kill me. He laughs. Uh, Bahar is of no value. I snatched his soul long ago. His dead shell only served. No, I will let you choose a sacrifice that shows me true respect. The boy already foresaw his fate. Already sent. He already sensed me, and I only caught a glimpse. There really isn't much left, and he would take the last stretch to out my helping. Your choice could certainly be described as wise. Grins mockingly. Nah, you can just take him, man. He's nearly dead. Bahar was an ice man, apparently. I don't care. Well, have it your way. Stay on lumps. An ice cold stabbing pain through your body. Wonderful, a joyous way I like it. You are over. You are overcome by a tremendous bitterness. A gust of wind and silence. Not a sound to be. Down in tattoo are. A deep sadness takes hold of you, but you wipe it away before it can hold possession. You you gather yourself. The morning has already dawned, and you still have a long walk ahead of you. And well, that was cool. This was a little. This little game is a glimpse of an RPG I want, and if it finds enough, read that I don't. I but all right. I'm back here, so I'm going to see if there's. I choose. You are gripped by a fiery, determining. Man. make your... I offer you my inner... Without hesitation, snatch out your hand and onto... This does not... This... Okay. I guess. Press it to... Press it to his chest. An icy cold stabbing pain runs through your body. But for a brief moment, you warm the frozen heart. And you feel... He backs away and stares at you. And my fire hasn't gone yet. There's a spark of hope, even in the darkest. And a place of faith can... You are not bound to make sacrifice. Set us free. He suddenly slumps powerless. Fearsome figure turns pale. A gust of wind. Silent. Sand starts to move up at you. Bahar's lifeless body is already covered in frost. A deep sadness takes hold of you, but you wipe it away before the end. Alright, you gather yourself. The morning was already dawned, and you still have a long walk ahead. And oh, so he's alive. I thought I was just gonna die and then he was there and then die. My bad. Sorry. Anyways, that was, what was it called? WinterWrath. Wait, was it WinterWrath? Called Winter's. Oh, it may be like different language name. It can be called WinterWrath or Winter's. It says WinterWrath in the link. Weird. Anyways, yeah, that was that game. It was good. It's obviously like a demo or... Jesus. No way I've been... Anyways, that was a good game. Very... It was not specifically a horror game, but it was like had some horror stuff in it. Like thinking about death and soul sacrifice and whatever. They have horror and tags, or am I just an idiot? More information. Tags. Okay. Oh, it does have horror. Oh, it does have horror in the tag. That's why it doesn't really feel like a horror game, but it's a good game. It just doesn't feel like a horror one. It even if it has horror elements, it doesn't feel, but it is a good game. I recommend you play it. There's probably more ending I don't know. There's at least one more. I'm not gonna show up because you gotta be motivated to play these because I got is ending probably be already not me. No, I would just play the game even if I'm bad at them. Anyways. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you next video. It's full hour recording. I hope to see you next video. Goodbye.